It enjoyed the support of both sides of the House.
Right.
And it went through all the processes. In fact, it is the bill that received the largest number of inputs by way of people sending in memos and all of that.
Okay.
And we are proud of that.
Okay.
Now, the problem is with the attitude of the executive. And that is what we need as a people to begin to assess critically and thoroughly. Our parliament has demonstrated that indeed it represents our interest. It represents our values. It represents what we want. The parliament has done that. But when you find the executive pussyfooting the way they are, then it is time for us as a people to question where the executive stands on this. And remember that this whole bill was triggered after the leader of the executive, the president, granted an interview and suggested that the act was not legalized in Ghana because people were not mobilizing to bring about the necessary pressure. And that in his view, if that happened, it was bound to happen and that it was bound to be legalized. That's what triggered this bill. And so we noticed that there was a need for us to shut all the doors and windows so that it doesn't give the opportunity for people to begin to mobilize, to ask for legislation to legalize it. So when you have him, again, after Parliament has finished its job, meet the international community and lie to them about a pending case that was making it unable for him to take a decision on the bill, then you wonder where he actually stands, where he and his government stands. When it takes his running mate, his vice president, Dr. Mahmoud, many months before he is able to make a religious pronouncement on it, without calling on the driver to take a firm position, then you wonder if this is just politics for them.
Right. Or
they actually mean well and represent our values and our views. So it is the problem that we have with the bill now is with the executive and its attitude. The executive and its attitude. Why? All bills, when they are passed by Parliament, are transmitted to the presidency.
Yes.
The presidency receives it and decides on what to do with it. For example, the e-levy bill.
Right.
It didn't matter that there was a pending issue in the court. It was transmitted. Parliament was not asked to desist and, what was the phrase? Desist.
Yeah, but
we shouldn't send it. Parliament was not asked. It was signed. The witchcraft and other legislations were sent to the president. He signed some, he didn't sign some, but he did not send it back to Parliament, warning Parliament never to bring it back.
So my question is,
why on this bill?
Intention to amplify